This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the running game. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Cougars are marching down the field. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Lawson. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. BYU right back to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Jayhawks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Brown wants to pass. He's going to take off. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Chad Pennington used to deliver in his days there in Huntington. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Marshall. He's got his man across the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And running backs you can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The give on the option. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loses 2. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
7, Kansas, 0.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Marshall. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
BYU has this offense clicking. Wide receiver comes in motion. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis will throw. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark. The 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Extending the play. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Jayhawks come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Davis looking to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Well, they put their defense in a tough spot as that punt is marked dead at the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the Jayhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Marshall. Under fire. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Brown wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Marshall. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Brown will throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Jayhawks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, BYU! And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
BYU 17, Kansas 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daly. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Dumps it to the back. Fires it incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Cougars! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
BYU.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Get set, get set.
Looking for space. It's Stewart.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Steps away. On the move, he fires. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was
Easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He wants to change this route. 4th down, gotta have it here. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside. And about to go 6 and 1.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
That makes the score BYU 31, Kansas 17.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.